Hey Battlefront players, and welcome to the Mod Showcase, where we bring you some of the greatest mods created by the Battlefront community. In each video, we're going to be looking at the top 5 most recent best quality mods in no specific order whatsoever, which not only impress visually, but as well push the game's modding possibilities to its limit. You ready? Let's go! Starting this mod showcase off, we've got the Darth Xukressc mod by ZengerFake, which in my opinion is the most beautiful of all the mods on this list. Okay, maybe beautiful isn't the best word to describe a bloodthirsty ancient Trandoshan Sith Lord, but what can I say, he looks great. It's clear that ZengerFake put a lot of work into this, especially seeing that Darth Zuckress is a fan-made Sith character and all. So this is probably a passion project that they wanted to get done and into the game. Zuckress replaces Vader, and given his bulky physique, I'd say this was a pretty good choice. The voice effects here are also all custom as taken from the Trandoshans in Republic Commando. And oh boy, does it sound menacing playing with this guy with all those sound effects playing in the background. It's really a shame that this isn't a real character, as I can really see someone like this existing in the Old Republic era. Now, my only real complaint with this mod is that the clipping that occurs with his neck piece into his face, but that's really only an issue in the main menu and nowhere else, so not too bad at all. It's a grade A mod in my opinion. With Rogue One being one of my favorite Star Wars movies of all time, I always get a kick out of seeing anything from that recreated into Battlefront 2, especially the main cast. Here, for instance, we have Chirrut Imwe by Tiger Venom 22. By the looks of it, the model is an original work, and it looks absolutely fantastic in the game. Just as good as you could really make a Chirrut model in Battlefront 2. With this mod, you get the choice of replacing either Finn, Rey, or Luke, so you get quite a nice set of options on how you want your Chirrut to look and play. Personally, I went with replacing Luke in this one and had a blast playing as Chirrut. The best part, I'd say, are the custom sound bites that Chirrut says during the battle, such as my favorite when he's taking a lot of damage or is in a troubling situation. As then he'll pull out the old "I'm one of the Force is with me, I'm one of the Force is with me," and so on. It's such a small thing, but I don't know, I really enjoy listening to that. And it just comes and goes, you're not really expecting it, but it's nice. That's all I can say. It's cool. Without a doubt, this is the best Chirrut mod there is.
The Force is with me. The Force is with me. The Force is with me.
Stormtrooper mods are always fun to see, but this is extra special. The Generation 1 Stormtrooper by Mank Demery 19 allows us to take the brand new trooper recently introduced in the Bad Batch out for a spin in Battlefront 2. And while you could do the same old with it, I instead saw this as the perfect opportunity to try and recreate the closest thing to a canon Camino uprising. Unfortunately, we never did get that in Season 1, so getting to see First Phase clones go up against a legion of First Phase Stormtroopers in Battlefront 2 was a pretty neat experience. Now, the model itself is a bit jank and does have some clipping issues here and there, but for the most part, I'd say it's a pretty solid first attempt. It works for what it needs to do, and if you're like me and want to recreate a fictional Camino uprising in the canon Star Wars world, then yeah, this mod is absolutely perfect for that. Revenant by Dulana57. Now, from a quick Google search, it turns out this guy is from Apex Legends. And to be fair, is something that I would have known had I played Apex Legends. So I suppose this is my first real introduction to this particular character, and yeah, what can I say here? He looks incredible. However, I think that's where all the good stuff about this mod starts to end. as Revenant replaces Captain Phasma and thus plays just like her, which is mostly a negative in my opinion, as from what I know, characters in Apex move real fast and can jump pretty high too. Which unfortunately you don't get that here with the Phasma-esque version of Revenant. So that's a major bummer, at least for me, when it comes to this mod. I will however say that I love the visual effects done on this character, whether it be the infrared effect when you go ADS, or the synthetic nightmare ability where Revenant uses a shadow energy to enhance his health for a short time. Which, I gotta be honest, at first I wasn't even sure it came from that ability, as I figured I was just taking way too much damage, and it was Revenant's way of showing him to be battle damaged. But yeah, either way works for me. Oh, and the sound that his weapon makes sounds real satisfying too. And even though I think it's maybe just a generic weapon sound from Apex Legends, it really does complement the mod overall for the full Apex and Battlefront 2 experience. So well done on that as well. I still remember the early days of Battlefront 2 modding when superhero mods were a novelty. Nowadays, not so much. Regardless, people do love them, hence why they get made, and now we've got Daredevil and Battlefront 2 thanks to Piano Boy 1764. Of course, this is the classic Daredevil look instead of the MCU Daredevil, which, in my opinion, would have been a better fit for this game aesthetically. But hey, you take what you can get, right? This Daredevil mod replaces Obi-Wan and sometimes can look a bit odd with clipping issues when doing some of his emotes, but for the most part this mod looks and works just fine. I'm also not entirely sure, but I think this model may also be a direct port from Fortnite. As, I don't know, it kinda gives off that art style, and that might be just a reason on why it sticks out so much in this game. And no, I'm not talking about the red on Camino. But hey, look at that, you made it all the way to the end, as that will do it for this mod showcase. I want to thank all of the mod creators who put all of their time and hard work into creating these awesome mods for us to play with, and overall expanding the Battlefront 2 experience on PC. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe to the channel to not only support it, but to keep up with Star Wars news, gaming, and canon lore released every week. And consider following me on Twitter and Facebook to never miss out on the latest Star Wars content. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.